Step into the pearl of the Adriatic. Discover Dubrovnik's breathtaking medieval charm, from ancient city walls to hidden island gems. Ready to explore the top 10 must-visit spots? Let's go! As the pearl of the Adriatic, Dubrovnik has been a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1979. Did you know that? Millions of tourists from over the world now consider the city to be their ideal vacation spot because of its breathtaking medieval architecture and breathtaking seaside vistas. However, Dubrovnik is much more than only its natural beauty. This Croatian treasure offers experiences that are as rich in history as they are in stunning scenery, with everything from historic strongholds to lively village markets. We're delving into the top 10 things to do in Dubrovnik today, all of which are essential for anyone traveling to this amazing city. Franciscan Monastery and Museum. One of Croatia's oldest and most important monasteries is the Franciscan Monastery in Dubrovnik. Constructed in the 14th century, it serves as both a house of worship and a unique museum that includes one of Europe's oldest pharmacies, which dates back to 1317. Manuscripts, religious objects, and artwork from Dubrovnik's lengthy history are on display in the museum, providing a striking glimpse into the city's rich cultural past. This monastery's pharmacy, which has been in operation for nearly 700 years, is what really sets it apart. It's not often that you get to enter a live piece of history, so be sure to spend some time exploring the pharmacy department when you're there. Banj Beach. The most well-known stretch of sand in Dubrovnik, Banj Beach, is only a short stroll from the old town and is the ideal place to unwind after a day of exploring. With a view of the Adriatic Sea, the beach is exquisitely framed by the city walls. Despite its modest size, the beach is all you need for a day in the sun, including bars, loungers, and even rentals for water sports. However, because Banj Beach primarily serves visitors, it can be somewhat expensive, with food and drinks being much more expensive than in other areas of the city. It becomes crowded quickly, especially during the summer, so make sure to get there early to get a nice place. Dubrovnik Cable Car. A ride on the Dubrovnik Cable Car is a must for one of the city's best sights. You can enjoy a panoramic view of Dubrovnik, the neighboring islands, and the glistening Adriatic Sea from Mount SRD, which is reached by cable car. With its thrilling rise and stunning views on all sides, the ride itself is an adventure. You may sit back, unwind, and enjoy the view from the observation deck and restaurant at the summit. The Dubrovnik Cable Car is one of the greatest ways to take in the breathtaking scenery of the city from a completely different angle, regardless of how you decide to get to the top. Lockram Island. Lockram Island, a verdant haven, just a short boat trip from the city, provides a cool respite from the old town's heat. Lockram is a well-liked day trip location for tourists wishing to relax because of its botanical gardens, ancient monasteries, and pristine seas. The wild peacocks that live on Lockram and wander the island freely are among its most distinctive features. Although there is no denying the island's beauty, be aware that it may get very crowded in the summer and that boat journeys from Dubrovnik might occasionally be full. Sponza Palace. The Sponza Palace, a magnificent combination of Gothic and Renaissance architecture, is another gem of Dubrovnik's old town. This 16th century palace, which now houses the city's customs office, is being used as a museum and archive, holding priceless records that tell the narrative of Dubrovnik. Intricately carved masonry adorns the building's front, while a stunning atrium with a vaulted roof is featured inside, preserving Dubrovnik's historical records, many of which survived the disastrous 1667 earthquake, has been one of the palace's most significant roles. Every room in the Sponza Palace has a sense of historical significance, making a visit feel like entering a time capsule. Rector's Palace. One of the most important historical structures in Dubrovnik is the Rector's Palace, which is located in the center of the old town. This Renaissance castle, which served as the seat of government for the Republic of Ragusa, is now home to the Dubrovnik Museum, which displays items that illustrate the city's centuries-long political and cultural development. An amazing collection of armor, artwork, and artifact from Dubrovnik's lengthy and illustrious past can be found inside. Even while history aficionados should not miss it, the crowded interior can occasionally ruin the experience, particularly during the busiest travel periods. Nevertheless, the museum provides an intriguing look into the past, and the ambience is charming. Fort Lavragenac, Fort Lawrence. Standing tall on a rocky ledge with a view of the sea and the old town below, Fort Lavragenac is frequently referred to be Dubrovnik's Gibraltar of the East. Constructed in the 11th century, it has long functioned as a stronghold and a symbol of defiance, especially while Dubrovnik was trying to protect its independence from Venice. With its enormous stone walls, drawbridge, and commanding views of the shoreline, the fort is a striking building. The catch is that there's a long hike up to the fort, so be prepared for a little exercise and wear strong shoes. However, the payoff is definitely worth the effort once you reach the summit. Old Town, Stari Grad. The Old Town of Dubrovnik, also called Stari Grad in the local dialect, is a living museum and a UNESCO World Heritage Site that transports visitors back in time at every turn. This place feels like something out of a fairy tale from the moment you walk through one of its great gates. Surrounded by gorgeous Baroque buildings, centuries-old churches, and winding cobblestone lanes. The architectural fusion of Mediterranean and Venetian styles is a photographer's paradise. The allure lies in the fact that it's simple to get lost in the maze-like lanes and the beauty. Around every corner, there's something new to learn. City walls of Dubrovnik. One of the most recognizable aspects of Dubrovnik is the city walls. These enormous walls, which are more than 1.2 miles long, were first constructed in the 13th century to keep the city safe from invaders. You may enjoy expansive views of the Adriatic Sea, the terracotta rooftops of the Old Town, and the majestic peaks of the surrounding Alps as you stroll along the top of these stone fortifications. With fortresses, towers, and bastions positioned to ward off any threats, the walls themselves are a feat of medieval engineering. But don't let their beauty fool you. Strolling the city walls can be difficult for people with restricted mobility or in the sweltering summer months because there isn't much cover and the heat can be harsh. So, have you visited any of these amazing locations in Dubrovnik? Or do you have any plans to visit soon? Tell me in the comments section below. Please remember to hit the like button, subscribe for more travel advice, and share this video with other adventurers if you found this tutorial useful. You won't want to miss our forthcoming videos, so stay tuned for more travel adventures. See you at the following one.